Shalini with another video on meditation and how we can tide over these times. This time we are going to move a little away from meditation and also understand that meditation is not just cleansing of the thought or controlling of the rampant thoughts. It is also understanding in which thought are we putting our energy. There's a very beautiful story of Guru Nanak Dev Ji and his friend or his disciple Mardana. One day Mardana and Guru Nanak Ji were traveling and they decided to stop over at a village. So as they always did, Mardana went and asked the village head if they'd be allowed to camp there and if they could be provided with a room and some food during this camp. So the villagers were very rude and rowdy and including their head, and he started being very rude and abusive and said that sorry, we do not entertain beggars and please don't ask for free things. If you can't afford it, then don't be here. So it was a very rude thought, and but Mardana was very upset and he really did not appreciate the behavior. But Guru Nanak Ji just smiled and said, "Vase raho," and said, "Let's move on from here." Vase raho in Punjabi means stay put, or just stay settled in that area or in that village. And then they go to another village which is nearby, and again they go and talk to the village head where all the villagers are also there, and they ask for the same shelter and food. Here it is different. The villagers offer them food, shelter, and also rejoice on having the pleasure to listen to their preaching as well as their teachings, and really treat them with respect, and a lot of beautiful thoughts are exchanged, and their stay is very comfortable. In fact, Mardana also says that no, you don't need to give me a separate room or any bedding or anything. I'll just sleep here on the ground. But they say no, that you are here a guest, so you deserve very good treatment, and they're very affectionate and loving towards them. And when they are kind of leaving the next day, so Guru Nanak Ji is very pleased and he blesses them, but he also says "Ujar jao," which means disseminate or spread across to various villages and go and find new places to live and stay. So Mardana is very confused and he says, those people who treated you badly, you told them to be settled in one corner or stay in their village and be settled. And whereas these villagers who were so helpful, so loving, so caring, and you just asked them to spread across or ujar jao or kind of disseminate. So Guru Nanak Ji just smiles and says yes, because wherever these people go, they're going to spread joy, they're going to spread bliss, and they are going to help others resonate with that same love. This Shabbir or this preaching has a different meaning. It is basically trying to say that you need to respect all those guests who come to your place, or you need to be loving and caring towards them, and have a beautiful thought, because you're not even allowed in God's home if you carry such thoughts. And but here let's put it other ways and understand that we need to make sure that the thoughts we spread are of love and God. We need to really control our thoughts on fear-based thoughts, fear that the media is spreading. We really need to curb that. It's time that let's try it, let's kind of cut ourselves off from any thought or spreading any thought that is of fear base. Let's say no to media. Let's say no to TV. When we talk about social distancing, let's distance ourselves from the social media. Let us distance ourselves from any media for that matter. Because the more we spread fear, the more we talk about things that make us feel fear, we are going to be in that fear. It is time to liberate ourselves from these fear thoughts. The reason why we are getting into these fear thoughts also is because we've accumulated a lot of fear in us. We are so materialistically inclined today, we really do not understand what true love is. We only look at relationships, we only look at things in a materialistic angle. We keep on accumulating things and we are in so much of fear that we lose them one day. We are in fear we lose our relationships. We are in fear that we lose all these things, luxury, materialistic things we've collected. We lose the money we have. So we are always collecting fear. Whenever we get something, we create something, we get into a new relationship, what we do is we create fear. We need to get rid of that. We need to be away from fear. If there is something that is causing you to get into fear or is creating disharmony, it is good if we just curb it there. It is not needed. It is actually away from God's plan. It is away from unity consciousness. So we also need to be away from such thoughts. We need to be away from such people. And for that reason, we need to be away from the media today. We need to cut ourselves off from any message that brings fear. Any message which we feel we are helping others, we are creating a fear bank in them. We're increasing the fear. If you're talking about anything, how to curb it, let's give it a break. Let's stop putting our thought into it. Let's just relax and put our thought in God. We've been discussing that the energies have been such that we really need to move away and stand in our truth. We are not changing the truth that we're receiving. The truth is we are or we require to be in unity consciousness. We should only have thought of love, joy and peace. That brings love, joy and peace. All this fear-mongering thoughts, all these things that really get negative emotions or virtual emotions in us, they need to be put at bay. We really need to give it away. Pack it up because it just kind of gets our vibes also down. And that brings our immunity down. So it's time we realize that we need to put an end to all this. And it starts by putting an end in not investing in these thoughts. The minute we stop investing in these thoughts, the minute we cut our cord with these thoughts and start investing ourselves in thoughts that are more loving, kind, generous, they are more joyful, they are peaceful, they are in harmony, they are of unity consciousness. These thoughts are going to raise our vibrations. The fear will be out. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful week.